What's up, everybody? It's Adam Richmond, and you are listening to 3 Point Conversion, because you clearly have excellent taste.
Trevor, it seemed, I know all losses may feel the same to you, but it seemed walking in the locker room that there's maybe a little bit more frustration this time around, maybe because it's coming on the heels of other close losses and you think you're getting over the hump. Did it seem like this was any more frustrating than the other ones?
You mean for me personally, or is it the team?
The team.
Yeah.
The team.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it sucks to lose, like you said, in general, but, and that's the way this league is. Most games come down to the very end, so that's how it is, and you gotta find, like we've been saying, you gotta find ways to win and just find ways to make those plays that decide the game. Those plays are scattered throughout the game, but no matter what happened in the prior 3 quarters and whatever minutes of that 4th quarter, at the very end, how can we find ways to make those plays to win the game? And we're not making enough of those plays right now. I mean, we're that close, and that's what's frustrating for us too as players. You put so much into it, and coaches too, obviously, put so much into it, and to come up that short, especially this many times early in the season, is frustrating. Everybody feels that, and guys are sticking together. I mean, we got a lot of belief in that locker room, and you saw it today. And I mean, we come up a yard short at the very end to win that game by a point, kick their point and beat them. So that's how close it is, and that's why I think you see the look on the guys' faces and just the energy, and that's the way it should be when you're losing like that. No one's obviously happy about it.
I'm assuming on the last, you couldn't wait for Christian to get to the end zone. You had to get the ball to him when he was open and just kind of hope he just can somehow twist or get his body to get in the end zone. Yeah,
we have a lot of different thoughts and ideas in place for certain situations, and that was one of them. And that's one. Obviously, you take a little bit of risk because it's in the field of play. So if you don't get in, like what happened there, game's over. But we felt good about our chances of getting in, and I mean, credit to them. They made literally they give up one more yard, we win. So they made the play, and I got to tip your hat to them for doing that. So
one last thing on the quarterback sneak. Have you ever done a quarterback sneak where you literally got pushed backwards like almost immediately?
I'm not sure. No, I don't really know. Obviously, they were kind of ready for that. We ran a couple early in the game, and they made some adjustments. So it's the same thing. Good on them, and obviously, that was 4th and half a yard. You just hope you can get a little bit there. We just weren't able to. So it was a good play by them.
Trevor, again, going back to the very last play, it was a crazy last drive. Was there a moment there on that pass to Christian that you thought he had gotten into the end zone?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we practiced that play and others too, and that one, honestly, when I caught the snap, hit the top of my drop, looked like the exact look we wanted. It looked like it was shaping up where he was just gonna kind of sneak in right underneath everyone and get in, and you don't want to let it go. I thought we were going to score. And like I said, the safety came flying in and hit him right when he caught it, and just kept him short, and they all rallied and pushed him back. And that's just, it sucks watching that, and you're that close. So, but yeah, they made a good play.
Trevor, was there a ton of confusion earlier in that thing, just before the 4th down, where Christian looked like he got the first down, and then I guess you guys all thought it was a first down, but it wasn't a first down, so it was 3rd and 1.
Total sneak.
Yeah, yeah. Couple plays.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of stuff going on there. Obviously, the play clock was running, but the ball hadn't been spotted yet. We thought it was a first down, but so the clock was running. But then the chains haven't been moved, but the ball also hadn't been spotted, so we weren't really sure what was going on. And then then they marked it short, so then we kind of had to adjust from there. They pumped the play clock up for us. They gave us a new play clock, so that was fine. But even there, it's like, regardless of the opinions of where the spot was, we still got to, it's 2nd in inches. We got to find a way to get a yard there, and we had 3 opportunities and didn't do it. So, or whatever. Sorry, it was third down, I guess there. So we had 2 opportunities and didn't do it. So that's obviously you're kind of kicking yourself over that because that was a big play in the game where we didn't end up getting any points and we were down there inside the 30 or wherever we were. And like that's one of the plays you're talking about, you know, making that play or whatever it is. We gotta find ways to make those, to turn these games around and start being on the other side of them.
At what point do you start worrying that those will not come, and that, you know, for whatever reason, this team is either snake bit or just, you know, can't find a way to break through?
Yeah, we don't believe in any of that. So I don't think that thought will ever come. You know, it's our job to make those plays, and we got the guys. We got the guys to do it. And you know, we haven't made them up until this point in a few of these games, and you just got to move on to the next one and go get the next one and just get some of this momentum back because we really believe we're a great team, and when we put it all together, we are. So, you know, I think that's important. Obviously, looking at where we are in the season, there's still there's so many games left. We got time, but yeah, we need to go get one and get some momentum. And but no one's gonna give it to you. You gotta go earn it. We gotta make those plays. So I believe that we're gonna do it, and we just gotta go do it.
Hey Trevor. Hey Trevor. Big game for ETN today. Had some big chunk plays in the run game. Did you see anything in your film work this week that let you know coming in that he was going to be able to have that type of success on the ground?
I mean, just the type of back he is. You kind of feel that way every week, honestly. And the group that we have up front too. We saw some opportunities in the run game. We thought this was a team where we could be effective in the run game and rush the ball well, and we did that. Had some huge plays, and credit to the guys up front, Travis for running hard, all those guys. So tight ends for blocking. Thought we did a good job in a lot of areas, and obviously Travis had some huge runs and did a good job. But yeah, I mean, we feel that way really every week, but yeah, especially this week, we had some good stuff ready for him.
Also, the offensive execution was a little bit up and down throughout the game today, but really looked like it kind of came together on that last drive. Can you tell me from your perspective as a trigger man, what is it about that 2-minute offense, or that really allows you to just get in the flow and go right down the field?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors. Obviously, the defense changes a little bit in those situations because the circumstances. They're up by 6 and trying not to give up big plays. They'll let you have some plays in front of them, trying to keep you in bounds. But they're okay with giving up some yards. So you see a little bit more easier completions in those drives. But really, I think just the guys knowing when we got to have it and flipping that switch. And regardless of how the game's gone, obviously there's a bunch of plays that we like back in every game. That's how it's always going to be. But in that moment, there's a minute left. We have a chance to do something with the ball. We got to make that decision to go make a play, to go do whatever we have to do. Like you saw on the 4th and 15. I mean, I think all of our fans have left at that point because it's 4th and 15 and there's 20 seconds left. We don't have any timeouts. We're on the minus 30. Marvin makes a great catch. I don't even know where the ball was. Honestly, got hit and drove into the ground. So got the penalty too, but goes and makes a play. And those are the plays that you got to make. And unfortunately, we didn't make enough of those throughout the game. But to be able to do that, and like I said, where we were on that 4th down, and then to put ourselves inside or on the 20, inside the 20 for those last few attempts at the end zone. I mean, you can't really ask for a better opportunity in that situation, and that's all you can do. And obviously, we'd love to hit one of those plays to Marvin or Zay before the last play, and then hit the last one and get in the end zone. So we had a lot of opportunities, and that's what's frustrating. You always look back. I know all the guys in the locker room are. You look back at all those plays that you could have made, and that's the great part about this game is whoever makes those plays wins, and we got to find ways to make them.
We'll finish right in the end.
So Trevor, with that said, how much do you think is that this team needs to learn how to win versus it's just an inch or two and the ball bounces the other way?
I think it's both. It's just having that. I think that momentum and that, like you look at a team like the Giants who are playing really good football right now, and they're 6-1 now, and all their games have come down like that, and they've found a way to win, and we knew that coming in, and that was our message was let's find a way to win this one, and like I said, just came up a little short, and I think when you can go and make those plays down the stretch and go win one of these games and kind of turn that momentum around, obviously that helps. So that's that's what we're looking to do moving forward. Obviously, we'd rather the game not come down to the very end and put it away early, but that's not going to be the case most weeks in the NFL. We had too early in the season where we just jumped on those teams and got rolling and played really good complimentary ball and really just finished the game, and that was great. But most games are going to come down at the end, and we just got to find ways to make those, and we're getting closer. And you saw today, closer and closer, and but that didn't cut it, so we got to make them.
How much do you go back to losing streaks in the past for you? Do you rely on that to then maybe change how you react to this? Maybe what you guys do as leaders in the locker room? So like, knowing you had losing streaks last year, like, do you go back and say, maybe we acted this way after a loss, let's do this instead? Like, I know just in the locker room just now, like, seeing how many guys are like going up to each other and like, giving each other like high fives and be like, hey, we got the next one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, no, not really looking back at the past in that way, but just I think it's important to stick together. At the end of the day, if we can stick together, that's the only way we turn this thing around, and we continue to put ourselves in this position, but find a way to actually get it done. And if we don't stick together, we don't have a shot. And I know we have a group that's going to stick together, and that's one of the best things I think about this team is how close we are. And you should have heard the guys in the locker room after the game, and guys are so passionate about it, and they put so much work in, and that's the cool thing is that's the only thing that anybody cares about is winning. It's not about stats. It's not about someone getting the ball or a guy getting a bunch of sacks or whatever it is. It's just everybody wants to win. And that's why people are so pissed off because we're not finding a way to do that right now, and it's going to come though, and I believe that, and we just got to go do it. So
Thanks, y'all.
thank you.
Sure.